All right, welcome everyone to the Wednesday Night Warriors. I am Romeo. I am joined by my co-host, Chris G.
With Mary Jane.
We are the Wednesday Night Warriors. We cover the Wednesday Night War in wrestling, NXT versus AEW. This week we're talking about the September 23rd editions of both shows. But before we get into them, a friendly reminder, please thumbs up this video. Share this video with your wrestling buddies. Leave a comment. Let us know if you agree or disagree with what we're about to say. And if you're new here, subscribe and enjoy all the great content that True Heel Heat has for you. Before we get into this week, recap of last week where I picked AEW as the better show. Chris picked AEW as the better show. It was always a no-brainer. The True Heels, the Facebook group, they also picked AEW. Clean sweep. They voted 12-3 for 3 votes for NXT. AEW 10-5 here on the Wednesday Night Warriors scoreboard. Let's talk about this week's shows. We'll start with NXT and their Battle Royal to determine a new number one contender for Io Shirai and her women's championship. Before the match, Candice takes out Tegan Nox with a pipe and then ran a cart through her knee. Much better acting this time around from Tegan, who knows how to sell a knee injury. Now, NXT, the WWE is selling the fact that Tegan has to get an MRI. They fear she tore ACL. I don't know if this is legit news or kayfabe news. We'll find out more down the line, I guess. A lot of new faces in this battle royal. A lot of jabronis getting tossed over by Rhea and Raquel. Rhea throws one woman hits the plexiglass pretty hard. Raquel's also throwing women over. Casey Catanzaro doing a lot of Ninja Warrior shit twice. Rhea and Raquel take each other out. And in the end, it's Shotzi and Candice doing some great near eliminations on the stairs. And she flips Shotzi out to win it. It'll be Candice and Io at TakeOver. They've had a banger TakeOver match before. This time it'll be for the championship. Johnny Gargano comes out. He celebrates with his lovely wife. On Twitter, he says at TakeOver they could have all the gold because they are married. And anything that Candice has is also his. So Johnny Gargano could also be a women's champion. Isn't that amazing? Chris, your face. Chris, what did you think of all this women's battle royal?
I mean, it's like battle royals tend to gets a little sloppy at times, but I didn't even know half of the fucking women that were in the battle royal. So, I mean, it's not a good way to start. But
a lot of green goose shit in there.
Oh yeah, they were slipping on goose shit all over the place. I actually liked the story tease between Rhea and Raquel. They already had prior beef, so they're just prolonging that. It's cool. You know, I want to see more of Raquel. I think she has potential to be good, and Rhea's good. I seen this shit coming from a mile away though. We only seen 2 entrances on TV: Candice or Rhea. Once Rhea gets eliminated, kind of know what's coming after that. So, and hopefully Tegan's not hurt for real because she's already been through 2 fucking ACL surgeries. So hopefully she's fine, and we're just getting worked, pal.
Over on AEW, it's Miro and Kip Sabian versus Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela. Miro is jacked. Those traps. He looks like a main eventer. Unfortunately, Miro hurts his ankle or knee in this match. It affects his performance. He almost flips his partner, Kip Sabian, on his head. Joey yells, "Are you okay?" Miro is pretty sloppy here due to injury, but he's able to finish the match. He does the camel clutch. JR calls it the accolade. You can't call it that. That's WWE. Excalibur says it's called game over now. So Miro and Sabian win. What'd you think?
First of all, what the fuck is super bad about Kip Sabian? I've been trying to figure it out for like months. What the fuck is so super bad about this guy? But other than that, not the best debut. Miro does look like a fucking superstar though. I'll give him that. I don't know if the injury seemed more of a work to me. I think it was just no chemistry between obviously him and Kip or him and really anybody in the match. So I think it was more a chemistry issue than anything. But you know, it was what it was. This is the first time in 17 episodes of Wednesday Night Warriors that both shows started off with like a so-so opener.
Eddie Kingston promo. He calls out the sellout, the sports entertainer, Moxley comes down and officials break them up. What'd you think of Eddie Kingston here?
Fuck, man. Can I get that every week? Just let him come out and cut a promo on somebody. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yes, Eddie is taking on Moxley in the main event for the AEW Championship out of nowhere. This is due to Lance Archer getting the Rona. So that 6-man tag had to be put off for a couple weeks, it looks like. And they went right to Eddie Kingston, who never got eliminated, remember? Went right to that match. Fandango has some weird Sherlock Holmes cosplay going on where he's booked different partners of different tag teams teaming together. William Regal's like, what the hell's going on here? But okay, we're finding new number one contenders. This is due to another Rona outbreak. This one at NXT. The Rona is everywhere. The card is subject to change. So we're going to get some strange bedfellows tag teams later on in the show. And then it's Hangman Page versus Evil Uno with Kenny Omega on commentary. The Dark Order watch from the stage, sans Brody Lee. Hangman wins here with the buckshot lariat. Same formula as last week, but just less drama when it comes to Hangman and Omega.
I actually like this match. Evil Uno works. He works pretty solid. He's a guy that can move for somebody his size. I mean, the match could have been. It wasn't nothing special, but it was a solid TV match.
Jake Atlas versus Ciampa. Jake got most of the offense early in this match, but Ciampa comes back. Widow's Bell for the win. Well, wait, no, it's not. Ciampa stops the pin. He talks shit and delivers a fairy tale ending for unnecessary good measure.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't understand was this motherfucker Ciampa took off his knee pad and then delivered a move that had nothing to do with his knee. So maybe his knee was itchy. I don't know I don't know what was going on.
Tony Schiavone wants to interview the Young Bucks. He only gets Matt Jackson. Matt Jackson destroys Tony's phone. Tony looks like a bitch here. Matt gives him money to cover it. Whatever. I'm not liking these shows so far.
I thought it was great.
Brody versus Orange Cassidy, TNT Championship. No best friends. Dark Order's at ringside. And this match ends with a little interference from Alex Reynolds, distracting Orange enough for Brody to get the advantage with the discus lariat. Dirty finish. Brody wins. Lights go out. Spooky music. And red colors on the screen, but it's Cody's music. Cody returns. Dark Cody. He has black hair since Miro has the blonde gimmick now. Beats up the Dark Order by himself. He's in all black, actually. He looked dashing. Very, very Dark Cody. What'd you think of the match and Dark Cody?
The return of Dark Cody was kind of surprising. I didn't think he was going to bring it back to wrestling TV. I like it. But the match, it was good. It was Brody's a beast. He beat the shit out of OC, who was selling like a champ. And then towards the end, the drama picked up where it actually made me believe that OC had a shot to win the championship. So they did what they had to do, put on a good match. Brody's the man.
Backstage, Brody bum rushes Dasha, and then he's got a dog collar. He teases a dog collar match between him and Cody. Fire promo. This was Bruiser Brody levels of intensity from Brody Lee.
I hope Vince McMahon was watching that shit. And
He's not.
He's not. You don't think so? I hope one of his fucking stooges was watching it and they were crumpling their paper up like, damn it, pal, we let this guy go.
Yeah,
that
right.
was A1.
Mr. McMahon, come check out this promo, Mr. McMahon. You're fired.
Fuck him.
The Strange Bedfellows match. It's Roderick Strong and Danny Burch versus Fabian Eichner and Raul Mendoza. I did like Burch throwing up the two during the boom part of Undisputed Song. Roderick Strong on Twitter did not like it so much. So the winning team of this match will face each other. The tag teams they represent will face each other to be number one contenders. Burch and Strong win. Decent match despite the lack of team chemistry on either side. Burch with the cover on Mendoza. Burch tries to handshake Roderick, but Roderick gives him the old fake handshake, and he's out.
Yeah, considering guys never tagged with each other before. It was a good match. It was physical. I really like the exchanges between Fabian Eichner and Danny Burch. They hit each other hard. I'm excited to see the tag team match between both teams if they're Rona free.
Sounds like it'll be in a couple of weeks, not next week.
I thought it was building up to the build up for Takeover.
Damn, it's out of their hands apparently with this Rona. Mm-hmm. Card subject to Rona. Matt Hardy is out there with Private Party. Happy birthday, Matt Hardy. He accuses Chris Jericho of being suspect number one for the attack last week. Jericho, the dastardly heel, comes out to his music being sung by everyone. What a heel. Sammy Guevara's back again. The whole inner circle is whole. Mark Quinn talks. Isaiah Cassidy then talks. He challenges Jericho to a match next week. He's going to make Jericho his Le Champion bitch, which makes no sense. Private Party's talking tough here, but I didn't buy it. Poor Brooklyn has to hold this L for Private Party on the mic.
Yo, they are fucking trash on the mic. Sweet Lord of mercy. They tried too fucking hard. Well, I think Isaiah, he tries a little too hard. Mark Quinn's more of a just got to get comfortable type guy. Just comes off awkward. I'm just going to go out on a limb and put my prediction in now. I think it was Private Party that jumped Matt. We got a heel turn coming on.
Whoa. Austin Theory is interviewed. Gargano interrupts, talks up Theory with compliments, and asks him to soften up Damian Priest for him. Gargano versus Priest at TakeOver for the North American Championship out of nowhere. Then it's Priest versus Theory. And then the Reckoning in the ring. Theory jobbing here, but looking good, selling and bumping. Gargano runs down with a super kick to Priest while he's celebrating. Sometimes you just got to do shit yourself. You can't leave it to the kids.
The match was good. And I thought Austin Theory was going to get less. I thought he was going to keep getting like these little kind of mini squashes. But he put in some work and he looked impressive, which is cool. It actually made for a decent match. We kind of missed the interview that Damian Priest had earlier in the show.
Oh, go ahead if you want to talk about it. I just took it right out. But if you want to talk about RoboCop, go ahead.
I've come to the
Puerto Rican RoboCop.
I've come to the conclusion, no matter how cool I think this man is, get this guy a fucking mouthpiece. Don't let him speak anymore in interviews, please. He's trying, but God, it's painful to see.
FTR with Tony Schiavone, Tully Blanchard's also there. Next week they'll face SCU, excuse me. It'll be 20-minute limit, or FTR wins if it goes 20 minutes. I guess that's going to be for all their matches now. Best Friends interrupt. They want to fight, but FTR says they're looking kind of rough. They don't seem healthy after last week's parking lot fight. Shitty Best Friends in the building the whole night and did not help Orange Cassidy earlier against the Dark Order and Brody Lee. What the hell, man? What kind of friends are these? The best? No.
I mean, nobody knows if OC was like, they were walking to the gorilla or whatever, about to go onto the stage. Best Friends were there like, yo, you want us to come out with you? And he was just like, no.
So then do that.
I mean, he probably did it.
Isaiah Swerve Scott reminds us he has 2 pins on Santos Escobar. He wants to run it back this time with no Legado del Fantasma or Lucha Mas. Ridge Holland versus Antonio De Luca. What a jabroni. Ridge headbutts the shit out of him. He pounces him almost across the ring and squashes him. How good was this jabroni at getting his ass kicked? Antonio De Luca.
Antonio De Jabroni. More like it. I'm all for squash matches. Especially it made him look strong. He's an impressive looking guy.
Just don't drop anybody on their head, please, Rich.
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa and Shida Hikaru versus Ivelisse and Diamante. To me, was it just me or was more of this match in the picture-in-picture than on Dynamite? That's what it felt like to me.
It was a long-ass commercial break.
Rosa and Ivelisse hardly interacted in this match. Anticlimactic, as I wanted to see more shoot fighting. Shida wins it.
They brawled in the beginning of the match, like when all the chaos started, they were fighting outside a little bit, and then they quickly went their separate ways and didn't touch the rest of the match, I don't think.
Ivelisse, did you see Ivelisse tag in and then forget she's the legal partner? And then
go
right back out?
Yeah. I seen that. It actually happened with Sunny Kiss and Janela too, I think. These fucking tag rules aren't that hard, I don't think. we gotta do a better job of figuring them out.
Io Shirai's interviewed. She don't like Candice. Candice and Johnny Gargano interrupt. Johnny doesn't like the sounds coming out of Io's mouth. Damian Priest enters and punches Johnny. This is setting up an intergender match next week on NXT. Io and Priest, the champs, versus Candice and Johnny.
Can't wait.
Jericho accepts Isaiah Cassidy's challenge for a match next week. Then MJF comes out and kisses Jericho's ass. Jericho kisses MJF's ass back. MJF kisses Jericho's ass even more. And then they both say at the same time, "So why did you call me loser?" They both make up and agree that Tony Schiavone's a loser. This is very, very similar chemistry to what Jericho had with Kevin Owens. And so that means it's very good.
Yeah, I'm. I like this one more, man. I want to see more of this because it's just I want to see who can out-heel the other. I haven't seen anybody out-heel MJF yet, so it'll be interesting.
NXT main event, the Gauntlet Eliminator match. Every 4 minutes, another person enters. There's 5 guys in the match. Pinfall or submission, only way to be eliminated. Nice concept. I would love to see this in this year's WWE 2K. Oh, never mind. That's not coming out this year. Kyle O'Reilly and Kushida start. They slug it out. Bronson Reed's next to enter. Plays big man, destroying them. Kyle O'Reilly gets knocked to the outside. The ref checks on him. Velveteen Dream, or as I like to call him, Teen Dream, interferes. Dream Valley Driver on Kushida that gets Kushida eliminated once Bronson Reed hits him with the Tsunami Splash. Timothy Thatcher's next. The guy who does not deserve to be in this match. He lost to Damian Priest in the North American Championship match last week. And he gets thrown into a number 1 contender match for the NXT Championship. It makes no sense. After a commercial, Cameron Grimes comes out. Kyle O'Reilly with a knee to the back on Reed after he misses a Tsunami Splash on Thatcher. Bronson's eliminated. But wow, he got a lot of offense in this match. O'Reilly, Thatcher, and Grimes have a nice little triple threat match. O'Reilly rolls up Thatcher for a pin. He's gone. And that's Kyle O'Reilly and Cameron Grimes. They're left. Cave in, but Kyle has a foot on the rope. Grimes is shocked. Starts talking spicy to Kyle. "You're nothing like Adam. He was the man in the group." Kyle O'Reilly works Cameron Grimes' knee a bit. Grimes misses a cave-in, hurts his knee. Kyle with the heel hook to get Grimes to tap. Kyle O'Reilly's the number 1 contender for Finn Balor. Cole and Strong, they celebrate with Kyle. And I thought this match was great. Fun match. I love Kyle winning. I think Kyle and Finn's going to be a banger. Finn comes out on stage. He points the finger gun. Should be a good match at TakeOver. Even though TakeOver is thrown together very late here with this whole card, that's one to look forward to.
Well, I mean, I guess the concept is good, right? But it's just another example of WWE having something, new and then booking it all fucked up. Because, first of all, I would rather see a traditional gauntlet match for the simple reason that they made it a fucking fatal 5-way at one point, or a fatal 4-way, basically the whole match. I just wasn't feeling that part of it. Other than that, the match was amazing though. They all put in work. They had some really cool spots. I wasn't a fan of Kushida getting out early, but it makes sense because Velveteen Dream jumped him, so they'll probably have a match at TakeOver, which will be Kushida's official welcoming, hopefully. And Kyle O'Reilly winning, I mean, it's kind of a surprise, and I like it. I want to see him versus Balor. They should be putting on one hell of a match for TakeOver. I just, man, they fucked up the elimination concept. I just feel like they could have did something different. They even had a nice hype video for it, making it feel special. And at the end of the day, it was just a fucking fatal 4-way. It wasn't a gauntlet match. Didn't feel like a gauntlet match. It felt like a fatal 4-way.
Moxley versus Kingston for the AEW Championship. Eddie got a nice big bruise on his back shoulder, looking rough. They beat each other up. Ton of chops. There's hard-hitting match. In the end, Mox chokes out Eddie, and the ref stops it. Eddie never gave up, as he says on Twitter eventually. Penta and Phoenix, they run down. But the BD beats on Mox. Will Hobbs comes out to save Mox. Great willpower. And Darby Allin also makes a save. Ricky Starks come down. He spears Darby Allin. And the heels, they just beat down Mox, Will, and Darby. They stand tall in the end. What do you think about this match?
I love the match, man. They beat the shit out of each other. They had a chop fest. A nice, old-fashioned chop fest. And it was some loud, hard chops. It was nice. I mean, the beat down. Where the fuck was Brian Cage? Ricky Starks was out there. Taz was out there. I'm sure. Yeah, I would think Cage would come out there eventually and join them, but I guess not. Can't always send the crowd home happy, so see what happens next week. See if they get some retribution. No pun intended.
Oh, let's not fucking throw that
pun.
word around.
Yeah. No slap dick. No slap dick on this show.
This match fell short of my expectations. I wasn't in love with it. I didn't think it was anything special. But I'm not going to kill them considering this match was thrown together late as a substitution for the 6-man tag. All right, so let me just go right to the ratings. AEW 835K, NXT 696K. AEW wins, shockingly. They are up 40-10 with a one tie in the ratings war. Match of the night. I'm going to go with the Gauntlet Eliminator match. I thought it was the match of the night. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. The Gauntlet was pretty good.
You didn't even want to call it what kind of match it
It's
was?
not a Gauntlet. It was an extended fatal 4-way.
MVP of the night. I've got two. One on each show. I'm going to go Kyle O'Reilly for what is his might be his biggest moment in NXT, being the number one contender. Even though he's a multiple-time tag team champion, I think he's the only one to be a 3-time tag champ. But this is big, fighting for the NXT championship. Big moment for Kyle. And Brody Lee over on AEW. He defended his championship successfully in probably what was the best match on Dynamite. And that promo was fire.
Yeah, as much as I want to give it to Kyle, I'm going to go with Brody Lee just straight up, man, because that fucking promo was crazy. And him and OC put on a good match, so he deserves it.
Jabronis of the night are the Jabroni friends who did not show up for Orange Cassidy, but were in the building to be very selfish and worry about their own business with FTR. Who is your Jabroni of the night?
What was his name? Antonio
De Luca.
Yeah, the Jabroni of the night. See you later.
The traditional Jabroni. Show of the night. I have yet to pick AEW 2 weeks in a row this entire Wednesday Night Warriors, and that streak will continue. NXT, the better show, barely. I thought both shows had a lot of skippable stuff, but AEW more so. If you're shorter on time, watch the Cody return, watch the Brody promo on YouTube, and watch the Gauntlet Eliminator match, which to me was the best part on both shows. You could be done with Wednesday night in about 35 minutes instead of 4 hours like me and Chris. What was your show of the night?
My show tonight was AEW. Because although the Gauntlet match was dope, but other than that, man, it wasn't not really much going on at NXT. I don't think. I think there's way more shit. There's too much shit going on at AEW.
Also, I forgot that on tonight's NXT, a return was teased. Some vignettes. Apparently, a former NXT champ is returning at TakeOver 31. If it's Bo Dallas, fuck off. If it's Bobby Roode, also fuck off, but a little bit less.
It might be Bobby.
Do you have any idea? What do you think?
It might be Bobby.
Also, some people are speculating that it's Jordan Devlin coming back for his cruiserweight title. But that'd be very anticlimactic. But
I mean, I don't think he's coming yet. Yeah, I would say, what was the first one we said?
Bo Dallas. Bo Leave.
I would say Bobby Roode. I'm going with Bobby Roode.
Jeez. Looking forward to next week, where it'll be Jericho versus Isaiah Cassidy, FTR versus SC Boo, Ricky Starks versus Darby Allin, Shotzi versus Dakota Kai, and the intergender tag Priest and Io versus Gargano and Candice. Oh, and also October 7th, we're celebrating 30 years of Chris Jericho. Can't wait. What are you looking forward to most out of everything I just said?
Definitely the 30 years of Jericho. I mean, damn, 30 years. Who would have thought?
That is crazy.
Who would have thought Jericho would be at the point he is now? Not me.
Anytime Jericho promotes something big like this, it's usually a hell of a segment, so I'm looking forward to that. Chris, anything you want to plug?
You can find me at spick_flair_. Woo! Joints and Jabronis. Check out the last episode. New episode probably come out in a few weeks. And Clash of Champions, that's the next pay-per-view. The round table. Look forward to that.
And you can find me, the Pride of NY, on Twitter and Instagram. True Rewind right here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel every Monday or Tuesday. We cover the Monday Night War. And also join the Facebook group True Heels, where you will break the tie. What was the better show, NXT or AEW? So, Chris G, I am Romeo. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week on the Wednesday night.